Hey folks, welcome back another PoMa video, and today we're gonna try out the Hilda Diantha duo. Does their team have a name? I don't know. They're teammates on the PokeWars team, the medieval costume team. Anyways, those two. And we're gonna see how well they actually team up in battle. Which I think not that great. I mean, there's nothing like wrong with it. It's just they don't really help each other that much. I mean, they're both like just straight up damage dealers for the most part. Other than, again, the armor mind leech that Diantha does, but like she does that for like everyone, and there's nothing too special with Hilda. Not like she has like brain teaser or something like Keldeo does or whatever, right? It's just normal. You debuff the opponent's physical defense, and then Diancie does more damage because of that. Is basically, and it's even worse because like Diancie's like main damage dealing move is an AOE move, and your debuffs only are single target, so there's not that much, synergy over here, right? There's not that much. And also, they both need different buffs. She needs +2 attack, physical attack, and then she needs +2 special attack. So, it's not the best duo, but it should be still good enough to destroy a lot of stages. I mean, that's with a lot of, like, you could run some really, really bad units and still destroy stages, by the way, in this game, though. Again, the content at the moment is not very difficult, which is why we're running Marowak over here, right? So we could give special and physical attack. Alright, so let's try this out. The one like slight dilemma that we have. Oh, they share. Oh, I was just about to say they share team skills, but they don't. Never mind. So the one like dilemma over here is whether you sync with your EX support first, or in this case a Marowak, or do you sync with Hilda first? Because if you sync with Hilda, first of all, you're getting the mega stats, but more importantly, you're getting the move gauge reduction in your moves, so your moves don't, you cost 1 move gauge less, right? So which one are you going for? Are you just going for saving move gauges, or are you going for just more damage with syncing with your support? The obvious answer over here in this specific case is syncing with Keldeo, because Keldeo, sync will destroy the mid, right? Even if we are running HP parameters. However, we're gonna play it as like we're fighting in a hypothetical harder, longer stage, right? And we'll try with the different options. Over here, we're gonna sync with Marowak first. I mean, if Marowak is fine, after you syncing like gauge wise, right? And that's why I haven't used Marowak's trainer move yet. In this case, I think it's probably better just to I accidentally used Shadow Bone at first though, but I think it's probably better just to use Flame Charge first to give yourself a bit more, or yourself and your team a bit more speed to start. Plus, I mean, they have like ramming speed and stuff, ramming speed and inertia in their like passives and grids, so like you kind of want that as well. But outside of that, just so again we give them speed first, and then secondly, so we won't have to use gauge after we sync, so we could just like Dancing Fever after we sync, right? Which obviously doesn't cost any gauges. So I mean, so far the gauge has been fine, and we're about to take out the opponent's mid. Well, after they sync us, but I did give them sync move countdown, so I mean, if you don't give them sync move countdown, they probably won't sync here. Not that it matters regardless, right? And this should, this would finish them off. Again, the gauges aren't perfect. They're definitely not perfect. They are, I'd say, manageable. They're manageable, but not the best. What was it again? Like super? We screwed up the first sequence by accidentally clicking on Shadow Bone instead of a Flame Charge, I guess. But again, it doesn't matter that much. And this stage didn't even survive until we got our second sync in with Hilda, unfortunately. So yeah, they're gonna get taken out by that that secret sword over there. unfortunately. You know what? Let's do this. Let's try to like a different stage. Not be fighting weak, just be like off type. We could just like off type a stage, and then this time we'll try syncing with Hilda first instead, right? For that extra, you know, bit of a move gauge flexibility on our team, right? So let's reset that. Let's go fight Kahili, because I don't know. I don't fight Kahili. I remember a gimmick though. It's probably not something super interesting. Okay, so same thing here again. I am gonna try and flame charge first just to get some speed. Regardless, right? We could do like maybe like 2 flame charges if we get the dashing team on like both, and then we could dancing fever for the third one. So it's like not as bad in terms of just getting our offenses like completely set up first, right? Okay, they could do that. That's fine. X attack. We could dancing fever here. There we go, dash your team. That's good. That's good. All right, secret sword again should be fine as well here. All right, since I am waiting for another dashing team before we sync with Hilda, even though we could like technically sync like before that. Especially if you want to like quad Q or something, but I don't really mind. We could just go for that. So max out the attack at least, right? Get a +6 up there. Ouch. Bullet seeds are nice because like their animation time is long because they like hit multiple times. So like when they're hitting, like since the animation time is long, you just get like a bit more move gauges back. Although we did have move gauge allocation at the time, so I guess it didn't really matter that, you know, right there. But you know, after that ends, I would appreciate it if you use a bit more bullet seeds. Doesn't hurt that much, and a lot of animation times gives us some more move gauge back, right? Those weird oh, no crit, really? Man, we're at max crit too, but we just the crits didn't land there, unfortunately. Looks like, speaking of unfortunately, looks like we're not getting enough for a secret sword there. We will have enough for an aura sphere though, so I'll take that, I guess. Alright. One more, and that could get the whole team maxed out there. Okay, starting to get some defense with Diancie. Alright, that was like the slight, well, not a slight, but another issue with syncing with Diancie first, which is you can't really get any defense in because you need to buff like physical attack, unless you just get like a bunch of MP refresh on Mirak's, in this case, Mirak's training move, right? That was unfortunate, missed up a Q there. Oh well, I guess. Our Qs are fine, but then again, we did miss a Q there, so. How much is that worth, right? Okay. This is one that I was toughen up for. That's what Kahili does. It just keeps on buffing its defense back, which I guess was probably not the best example of this then in this case. But oh well. Alright, now we got our EX support in. Ouch, that kind of hurt a lot. Thankfully, well, the bullet seed right now is not very good because we're gonna get taken out by it, or at least a good chance of that happening. But thankfully, we do have Diantha. Almost said Diancie. I had these two names mixed up so much, man. Thank you for the next one, which we should generally be fine with, right? I mean, again, we did get unlucky with the first sync not critting, but we also didn't have our like sync nuke up anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much for the most part. Oof, yeah, I mean, no quarter gonna hit 5 times, not surviving that one, right? So maybe we could have like potioned sooner, but I mean, I just don't really care if Kiawe died there, right? I mean, it doesn't really affect us that much. I mean, it does, but like not at this, you know, stage in the battle where basically we're done, right? Anyways, ouch, I guess. Oh, it is super effective. So even though it's super effective, it only did like almost half our HP, which is not that bad, I don't think, right? And probably not enough. I was wrong, it is enough. Well, there we go. There we go. Again, you know, in this situation, a bit of a dilemma in terms of, do you want to sync with, you know, Hilda first or your export, which is going to be a dilemma in, like, any team comp, like, that Hilda's in, right? Like, do you want, again, if you want more damage, you're going to sync your with your EX support, right? But if you want, you know, better gauges, you're going to sync with Hilda, right? Because the buff you get from EX support is better than the buff that you get from Hilda's mega stats, in terms of damage-wise at least. But again, I'd say overall, I'd say Hilda's a bit better because you still get the damage, even though it's not that much damage. I don't know. If you're running 2 damage heals on the team comp, though, that, like, EX support buff is a whole lot for your overall team. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, I think in general, probably EX support's a bit better, but, other than in Mullane's case, which... or in most cases where, like, again, Master Mode is just not super hard at the moment, but we're just talking about theoreticals, right? Talking about theoreticals, where, you know, if it wasn't theoreticals, you'd just sync with Keldeo and just be done with it, just one-shot them, right? But anyways, that's really this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna guys think in the comments down below, like and enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel for some more PoMa has gone. We're gonna have the fighting type gear event happen tonight, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one.